Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Aircraft Model Guy here. Hope you're all doing really well today. So today I've got an exciting review for you. It's going to be the United Airlines Boeing 767-300ER by Gemini jets. So just quickly before we get to the model itself, let's take a quick look at the box. Alright, so just quickly to take a look at the box here, we've got our standard Gemini Jets box with our nice flap to reveal the aircraft in it. Got our computer-generated image of the 767 there. Again, just a very standard sort of Gemini Jets box. I'm not going to go through it in detail. If you want, feel free to pause it on any of these frames, just so you can kind of read the information yourself. But yeah, just a very standard Gemini Jets box. There's our inner flap there with some information on the aircraft itself. So yeah, nothing special about the box, just kind of very standard Gemini Jets box. So now let's move on to the bit we're all actually here for, which is the model itself. Alright, so overall my first impressions of this model were that it is really good. Gemini Jets have done a fantastic job with this model. It's my first 767 as well. I've been waiting for one for a long time, and finally one became available that I was interested in, so here it is. Yeah, so as I said, Gemini Jets have done a really good job with this. The detail is fantastic. The mold is pretty good, if I'm honest. There are a few things that I'm not super happy about, but not unhappy about, if that makes sense. So let's take a closer look at the aircraft and at some of the details on it. We'll just start here on the right side of the aircraft, which I know is unusual. Usually we start on the left, but we'll just go with it. So as you can see, we've got our nice little Star Alliance logo down here. Down here we've got some text. I can't actually read it, it's way too small to read. But it's still cool that they put that detail on there, even though can't read it. Here we've got our R1 door. And again, I love all the detail Gemini Jets is putting on the doors, around the doors at least. I think there could be a little more detail on the door itself, but it looks pretty good overall. Then moving along, we've just got our standard windows and our nice big United text there. Got some really good looking engines. These are the Pratt & Whitney PW4000s, I believe. Look pretty good amount of detail on them. We'll take a closer look in a bit. Coming along to our nice wing and our very nice winglets. I love the 767 with winglets. Like it without too, but I'm a sucker for winglets. Then we've got our emergency over-wing exits here. Again, nice detail on there. And our demarcated areas for leaving the aircraft. Continuing along, we've got some more of our aerials, antennas, and our Wi-Fi dome, all of which looks really good. Let's see if I can focus on that. There we go. And moving towards the back of the aircraft as well, we've got our registration, which is November 676 Uniform Alpha, and our little American flag here. And then finally at the back, we've got our final boarding door on the right. Sorry, not boarding door, our final door on the right. Again, just some nice detail there. Moving to the back of the aircraft now. You'll see we've got some nice detailing all around our horizontal and vertical stabilizers. We've got kind of the marked areas for our trimmable horizontal stabilizer. And again, we've got the logo lights and things here. Just some really nice detail that they've put onto this. So they've done a fantastic job with it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the other side of the aircraft now. So this side of the plane is very similar to the right side we just looked at. Again, we've got our Star Alliance logo, some text, and some detail on our doors. Moving along, we've got our United text again, with our engines, emergency exits, wings and things all the same, registration, and another exit. Again, all looking really good here. Yeah, so there's nothing much more to say about that side. It's very similar. The only difference, I didn't point this out, but on the other side, obviously, we'll have our cargo doors. Let's take a closer look at some of the specific sections of the aircraft now. So first up, we'll take a closer look at the nose. Here we've got nice detailing of our radome on our nose cone there, and the overall shape of this nose is really good, really good. Gemini Jets have nailed it, and it's the same mold they've been using for a long time, and it works, it's a pretty good one. Moving down to our landing gear here, again, looks pretty good. We've got some really nice detailing on the nose gear doors. The only thing I would say was kind of annoying about this was the, you can sort of see, it's got a little bit of kind of gray, smudgy stuff on it. that I managed to pick most of it off just with my nail, but I think it was a bit of extra paint or glue or something, because this wheel wouldn't roll and it was covered in gray. I've gotten most of it off, so it looks better now. That was the only thing wrong with that. So now let's move on to the back a little bit. We'll take a look at the engines and the wing in a little more detail. So here we have our lovely Pratt & Whitney 4000 engines. Again, they look pretty good here. Not masses of detailing on the engine, you know, we've got a bit of detail here and a bit of detail back on the exhaust as well, but you know, it looks pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with that. You know, they're not the biggest engines, you can't expect too much detail. And obviously here we've got some more lights, so nice detailing there. Overall, the wing in general as a whole piece looks really nice from this angle. We've got our nice winglets here. Some people I know have complained that the top of these isn't quite level. And yeah, that is true. I'm not too fussed with that, honestly, because I think it looks fine. If you really are into that much detail, then yeah, that could be an issue. But for me, it's not too big a deal. Next up, we've got the back of the aircraft, which looks stunning, I must say. This, I wasn't sure at first if I liked the new United livery. I was kind of on the fence. I didn't really like the last one either. I thought it was just a little bland, but I must say, these new United colors are growing on me. I just love the blues. And I have to say, our tail looks stunning, you know, with these lovely shades of blue and things. Again, the shape of it is all pretty accurate. Just looks good. The colors are great. The paintwork, Gemini Jets did a fantastic job with this paintwork here. And we've also got the nice detailing of the APU exhaust here. And I forgot to mention this before, but we also have this nice line running along the aircraft, and that looks really good too. So overall, again, just really good. Really happy with this so far. Right, so now onto the bottom of the aircraft. This is the one point where I must say Gemini, I think, could put in a little more work. It still looks pretty good overall, but, you know, there could be a bit more detailing on there. So we got 767-300 here. We've got some nice detailing of our nose gear doors here, and also on here we've got some nice detailing on the doors there as well. So that's looking pretty good. Moving along, now you get a nice view of that cargo compartment as well, which again looks pretty good. So moving down the aircraft, we come to probably my least favorite thing about this model, and my only kind of complaint, I would say. That is, we've got this massive one-piece wing unit, which Gemini Jets just keep using for some reason. Now, it doesn't look terrible. It's better than on some models, but I still just don't like the way you get these kind of big lumps here, and then this just groove there. You know, it's not ideal. It's not the end of the world, to be honest, but you know, I prefer when they slot the wings into the sides. I think that looks a little nicer. But anyway, got some decent detailing here. Nothing much there. Again, there could be more, but at least it's not completely empty. So better than nothing. You get a better look at our main gear here. This one is slightly bent. I've managed to bend it back slightly, but again, not a big complaint, just a bit of a shame when, you know, you get bent gear. And finally, the aft section of the bottom. Kind of a funny view, you know, not the best view, but anyway, gives you a nice bit of our tail stripe protection here. Forget the technical term, I'm training as a pilot, I should know this. And but then also our APU doors there. So again, pretty good model overall. So yeah, those are the bits individually. Overall, as I've said, I am very happy with this model. I think Gemini Jets have done a fantastic job with it. Looks really good, pretty good detail, and overall just a nice model, you know, a good one for the collection. I don't know if I've mentioned this before. Well, of course I haven't, this is my first video. But my goal is basically, I'm not trying to set up an airport per se. Well, I'm not trying to set up an airport. What I'm trying to do is, I just love different liveries and different aircraft. So my goal is pretty much to just collect as many different airlines as I can and aircraft as I can, which I know some people aren't a fan of that style of collecting, but that's what I enjoy, you know, and ultimately what it comes down to is, you know, what makes each individual collector happy. So this one's nice because I didn't have a United aircraft or a 767, so that ticks 2 boxes. But yeah, overall a great model. I would give it a 9 out of 10 in total. Again, only losing marks for the wing box, which isn't, you know, again, not the end of the world, and the slightly bent landing gear, and then just a bit of lacking detail on the bottom. But overall, good model, 9 out of 10. Definitely recommend this one. So that is that. That's my review of the Gemini Jets United Airlines Boeing 767 in the new livery. Hope you guys really enjoyed it. Please leave me some feedback. Again, this is my first video. I'd love some feedback, and also just happy to be here, you know, to be joining the collecting community on YouTube. So yeah, let me know what you think. go ahead and give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe. That would all really help me out. And looking forward to the next video. Thanks again so much for watching, and have a good day, everyone. Bye.